Hi there, my beautiful Gemini Cancer. Welcome into your reading. So, today we're going to be looking into your month of December and what you can expect for career, love life, and we're going to start here with some overall energy, okay? So, if you're interested in getting this exact reading as you see it here on YouTube, but personalized for you, you can check out Patreon and the Look Mama I'm Flying Here, and you'll receive a personalized monthly rating with everything that you personally can expect. You'll receive it on your email at the beginning of every single month. And this is actually a great time for you to join us because until the 6th, for those of you that join us and that are active, an active member on Patreon, you're going to receive a digital postcard with a message from your guides. So all you got to do is join us there and you'll receive it. So feel free to check it out. The link is going to be in the description box below. But let's see here. What do we got for you, my Gemini Cancer? So bottom of the deck, we have the moon with changes in your life. We have over here casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. We have a change for the better. So clearly changes are going to be a common theme here. Butterfly, we have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. We have unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And harp, great happiness. Okay, so I feel like this butterfly card is definitely true. I mean, we have great happiness here, beneficial changes. I feel like as long as you use your intuition in your life here, you're definitely going to be going into a new direction. And I feel like someone going out of your life or at the end of a situation, it's not going to be something that it may hurt for a little while, right? I feel like change is never easy, especially we have to let go of something or someone to be able to move with those changes. It's never easy, so it may hurt a little bit. It may be complicated, right? It may not be easy, but I feel like in the end, it's going to be the right choice. So again, if this is about, for example, living a toxic relationship, it's never easy because I feel like the majority of the cases, you do still have love for those people, but what they do is just not right, and you need to value yourself, right? So it doesn't make it easy that they do those things because you still love them. So it's always going to be hard, but it is for your own benefit and it's going to be good for you. So I feel like it's one of those scenarios, whether that is about career, about love, about something else. For some of you, I'm also getting with this changes in your life. I was actually going to say changes in the horizon, and that was making me think of travel. So for some of you, it could be about moving to a new place, and maybe you're leaving a lot of memories behind, but you're going to create new ones, beautiful new ones in this new place. So we're going to dive deeper into this. I feel like you have an amazing spirit guide with you, and your higher self, it's always going to be there to guide you. And I feel like you have amazing changes. Definitely lots of happiness coming from that. So let's see where we go with this, okay? I already pre-shuffled a couple cards here for you. We're going to start here with career, and then we're going to get into love, okay? And see what we got. So we have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. And we also have magical blessings. Oh, how beautiful. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So I feel like it's that message that I was talking about of how you have an amazing spirit guide with you, of how you have your higher self protecting you and supporting you. Like, you're so freaking protected. So it's okay for you to use your intuition. I feel like perhaps you've been using a lot of your, more Gemini side of logic and trying to make sense of things. And your Cancer side, I feel like, needs to come out a little bit in December and let it shine. Let your intuition really take charge and take the lead. I feel like your Cancer energy, the 4th house, is a lot about ancestors. So I feel like you wouldn't be surprising if you would, receive messages from your ancestors or feel that presence. I feel supported by all of these ancestors, and I feel like this is the right path to take. That is also your intuition talking, okay? It is coming from a more divinely guidance place, but it is coming from your intuition. Because if it wasn't awake, if your intuition wasn't awake, you wouldn't even hear those messages, right? So pay attention to those, lean on it, and allow your heart to play a little bit of a major role here. Okay, I feel like we need to get out of our heads, especially because I feel like once we do, you may start making excuses or find reasons to stop these new beginnings and these changes, because that would lead you into your ego. That would lead you into all of those fears and insecurities coming up to the surface. Okay, and with Mercury retrograde until half of the month, it's very normal for that to happen, but we need to make sure that we have boundaries there and that we are not letting the ego have the control over your life. Okay, so lean into your intuition here when it comes to your career. There are definitely amazing opportunities, and I just saw the 10 of Pentacles, so definitely a lot of abundant, amazing opportunities. And I feel like your intuition is going to lead you right into it. Okay, and you are protected. So let's see here. What do we got? What do we got for career from a Gemini-Cancer? What can you tell us? Gemini-Cancer. Okay, I'm liking it so far. Oh yeah, look at that 10 of Pentacles. Definitely popping up. Beautiful, beautiful. So 10 of Pentacles. We have the Star, and then we have over here the Chariot, Queen of Wands, and Death. So I feel like this Death kind of sums up this whole reading. It's all about changes, it's all about transition, and it's all about embarking onto a new life. I really feel like that casket is perhaps even you leaving an old version of yourself to find a new one, right? You leaving an old part of your life that was maybe not necessarily a foundation, but it was a big part of it, right? Maybe you leaving a job. In this case, there's definitely going to be some sort of change, but you leaving a relationship, like a big part of your life. Yeah, you leaving your first home, right? Whatever applies. And I feel like that is going to lead definitely to a new life. And I feel like this right here, what is happening in your career, I don't necessarily see this as, you're quitting your job to go on to a new business or something like that. I see this more into a leveling up. So maybe a promotion is coming through. If you have your own business, then things are definitely going to evolve very well. Okay. And whatever happens here, this new beginning, this change, it's going to be for your future. Okay. So this is the start of longevity. This is the start of inheritance, even for your children, for your grandchildren, right? So it's going to be something that is going to last. It is a wish fulfilled too. There's a lot of success here, a lot of recognition, a lot of power. That's why I was kind of getting that promotion kind of thing, leveling up, and it's going to change your absolute whole life. Okay, so this allows you to again be more confident, even when it comes to shopping, to getting things for yourself, getting things for the house, paying your own bills. There's a lot of freedom with this. There's a lot of independence. And I feel like this month, this is just the beginning. Okay. So I'm not sure. I mean, we do have the okay. We do have the 8 of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles here. So for some of you, I feel like maybe late November, maybe you've already got that opportunity and you were considering it. And this month, your guides are saying, hey, please go towards it. Okay. If you were signing up the contract during Mercury retrograde, Mercury is going to be retrograde until the 15th. Okay. So if you're signing the contract until then, just because, Mercury deals a lot with communication, with words, just be sure that you're reading everything very carefully, just so there's not, anything that could eventually not harm you in the future, but maybe not benefit you so much. Okay. Be sure that you're reading that contract and that you're signing it with conscious and with a healed self. Okay. But take the leap, go towards it. Okay. If you haven't gotten this opportunity yet, I feel like you're definitely going to do so at the very beginning of December, to be honest. I don't see this driving up too far into the month. And I feel like perhaps around late January, this could be when things are official or when things are a little bit more solidified or in some sort of way. Okay, but definitely a lot of abundance, lots of good vibes. And your guides are saying, hey, please go towards it because this is so amazing. Okay, and this is definitely a blessing. So, oh goodness, let's see here. What do we got when it comes to advice? For career, for my Gemini Cancer, what is the advice? Okay. So we have nothing is yet set in stone. I'm getting something about like, even if you're already kind of, I don't know, this may be a very specific message that someone out there needs to hear, but even if you already kind of make up your mind of like, oh no, I'm not going to do this, like it's not for me, that kind of thing, and then you kind of breathe, take time to breathe out, you kind of breathe through it, and you understand, you know what, maybe I actually do want this, and maybe this can actually be something so good for me. Your guides are essentially saying it's okay. All right, it's not too late. Your manifestation is not going to be harmed by it. What matters is the actions that you take. So I feel like the offer is still on the table. And it's okay for you to say, you know what, I actually want this. Okay. But with this take time to breathe out, I feel like it's essentially talking about that mindset and those fears and insecurities that may come up eventually as you're exploring this new world. Okay. Breathe. That is the only thing you need to do. The rest, you just need to enjoy it. It's not really like, oh, you have to work hard or harder. You have to do this and do more of that. It's not really any of that. You just have to breathe and enjoy. And the rest will follow. Okay? And I just saw 12-12. So, great sign. But let's get here into love and see what do we get. We have moon energy. So right into the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And then we have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. So I kind of feel like what's happening here, this could be a little bit more of a me month, self-love month, especially with this card right here at the bottom of the deck, solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So I feel like this is definitely about you learning from the past. It's about you kind of using this Mercury retrograde to reaffirm your healing, to re-heal a few wounds that were healed but maybe not deeply enough. And I mean, healing is something that it's not linear at all. So we think that we've healed something and it worked for some time, but then we are triggered again, and it just happens. It's okay. It's part of the process. So there may be a little bit of a re-triggering of something. Maybe you're meeting someone new and you're worried that they're going to be another player. You're worried that they're going to cheat. You're worried that, and even if you're already in a relationship, you know, maybe you had a past of, you know, every relationship you had, everyone cheated on you or lied to you. And now there may be a situation where, I don't know, usually it's the simplest things. It's like someone is preparing a surprise for you. And so you kind of want to check their email and they're like, oh, wait, let me just check if I received something. And we think, oh, they're cheating on me. They're lying. And then Christmas comes and they tell you, you know, that time when I just had to check something is because I was waiting for your package to come and it's your Christmas gift. There you go. Right? So there could be, and of course it's not always that, of course, but there could be some sort of trigger like that. Okay? That comes up with some old wounds and some old things that happened. Especially if you are single, I feel like it's important that you connect with your self-love this month and that you really understand, you know, what are the things that may still be left to heal? What are some resentments that you may still have? What are some, I don't know, insecurities that you've created because of those people? And more than anything, what are the things that you learned? Okay, what were the things that you've experienced, and what were you able to learn from that? What knowledge did you get from that? And that is going to help you in these new beginnings. If there's someone new, I feel like it's going to help you. And more than anything, I feel like this is a month for you to build your self-confidence when it comes to love. And so I feel like figuring out what you've learned and how much you've grown, it's going to really help you understand that you're not going to be attracting the same type of people anymore. Okay? So let's see here. What do we got for you? Alrighty. What do we got for my Gemini Cancer? My Gemini, Cancer, what can you tell us for love? Yeah, so we have over here definitely justice with the 10 of wands. We have the Knight of Swords, and then we have Judgment. So Judgment is definitely telling us, hey, we got some lessons to learn, and that is definitely what is happening here. Okay, so I feel like you could jump into conclusions very fast and very easily this month. Try not to. Breathe, okay? Try to breathe through it, and try to find, I don't know, I feel like whether here, you kind of needed to follow your intuition a little bit more. Here, I think your Cancer side could be hard, because Cancer is the heart, right? So I feel like emotionally, you could be a little bit, again, maybe still resentful of something. And I feel like that is clouding your judgment a little bit. So before you judge someone very quickly, I feel like it's important that you breathe, right? And that you're able to kind of observe people for who they are. Your intuition is definitely going to play a role in that too. But I feel like it's important that we don't mistake an intuition with feelings, okay? And that could be something that may happen here. So just be careful about that. But I feel like definitely you have a big potential of misjudgment here this month, and that could just be a representation. It's a projection. It could just be a representation of your wounds. Okay, so whenever you look at someone and you're like, oh, for sure they are a player, take time to breathe out and look at them, observe them, and be like, okay, what tells me that they are a player? Right? And maybe there really is something that tells you, but take time to observe. Take time to get to know them. Take time to hear them. Take time to figure out what is happening there instead of just jumping into conclusions. Okay, so I definitely don't see any developments here in terms of new love blossoming, in terms of a new step in a relationship. I see triggers, a lot of them. I see reactions instead of actions, which are different things, okay? And I feel like we need to not react, breathe, think, and act, okay? That is going to be the biggest thing here. All right, we have Gemini, Libra, strong air energy here. Let's throw Aquarius in there too. And that is essentially it. I'm also picking up a little bit on Scorpio, this Pluto, also a little bit of Saturn type of energy. But I feel like that's more of the tests that you're going to face this month rather than a person and their sign. But just take that has a little extra confirmation, if you will. Okay. So let's see here, your advice. We have adjustments are required, and I feel like it's that reaction versus action kind of thing. We need to kind of shift that a little bit. We need to heal a few things here, adjust resentment, adjust wounds, adjust that ego so it's not that big, and we're able to cool it down and breathe through things and really see things for what they are. Okay, so let's pull some fun stuff for you to do. You can do these alone. You can do these with someone else. Totally up to you, but it's just essentially some inspiration for you to have fun and celebrate life. So let's see here. It was a bit clumsy, but let's see. What do we got? All right, so escape room. Nice. We have photography walk. We have bubble bath, road trip. Photography walk, essentially you just go for a walk and take photos of everything that you find pretty. It's as simple as that. But we have cook your favorite meal, farmers market, we have art gallery, Mexican night, DIY project, playground, arcade, and stargazing. So lots of stuff here. Definitely feel free to pause and screenshot this if you want. It has a little inspiration if you ever want to do some crazy new things this month. Definitely explore these, but yeah, this is what I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. Hope this helped and resonated somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in checking out that Patreon to get that digital postcard, definitely take advantage of this time while you can. And you may also find my other links in the description box below for my decks, journals, merch, and tarot course. Okay, so with that being said, thanks so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best, and hopefully we'll talk very, very soon. Bye-bye.